Okay, let's go. Welcome back, Horizontal. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deep Craft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. Baderon's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt as to your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Beau Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Think. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work or able souls, for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. Avir's gone and it's your fault. If you hadn't taken an H to heal him, he would still be alive. Oh man. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah, to the hells with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving, and it'd be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Jeez. Oh, and by way of some parting advice, get rid of Avir's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it, but for God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just, get rid of it, alright? Don't leave me alone, please. I'm so sorry, Avir. Please forgive me. Wow, that got dark really fast. What the fuck? Scenes like this have become all too common. That makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now, you see why I'm grateful for adventurers of your experience. I can send women like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in the task, say the word and I will be glad to share the details with you. Sure thing. So you're not averse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Hello, Tribalton. Say the word, she says to the mute protagonist. That is absolutely true. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanate's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you'll pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Horizontal, and good luck. Alright, to Ul'dah. Hello, Gwen. That's true. Being a, like, guild, like, clerk or whatever, all you do is send people into extreme danger. Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now, if you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Judging by your determined expression, I take it you ain't here for ale. I must have read sail for some reason. Are you called Horizontal Milk by any chance? Mion sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we? The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty, another second on the sun and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale if you'd be so kind. Oh. This guy looks like Colonel Sanders. Horizontal Milk. Yeah, that's my character name. Excellent timing, Papashan. It just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. A rich, winsome lass is the much-lauded adventurer, is she? Marvelous, marvelous. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, milady. I am Papashan, formerly of the Sultan Sworn. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Horizontal of her mission? Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Almagina & Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the Hecaton Kyries, fearsome creatures who are sealed within the deepest depths of the mines. Oh, wow, thanks for the subscription, Tribal. Woo! Ah, yes, I see. Gwen gifted you the sub. Welcome to the Woman Respecting Club. The government gave you money today. That's true. Enjoy your new emote. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn Dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. Yeah, welcome. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. You can't play Final Fantasy 14. MMOs are not compatible with your brain. You know what? That's fair. The people of that age used the Hecaton Kyries to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecaton Kyries, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well, now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell and the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines are being reopened so as to meet the rise in demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Too deep and too greedily. God, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. It's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great. And so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. Okay. God bless you. I fear you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In that case, in case you don't know, Copperbell mines are in the western Thanalan. Do take care, you hear? This guy's running too much of the darkest dungeon, ancestor.
In time, you too shall know the tragic extent of my failings.
And one last thing before you depart. An employee of Almagina & Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel.
Quest accepted.
Speak with Painted Mesa. Oh, he's literally just standing right here. Okay.
Looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got Gus Miss. I just hope you've got the skills to go with them, because things ain't pretty down there. The Hecaton Kyries left the place in a right state, and now we're a week after mining resumed. You remember the mine, opulent and imperially employed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the Second Ul Dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. Am I more than you bargained for? Yeah. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torchers are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck.
Sick. Okay. Well, we gotta go there manually because I did not unlock any of the areas around here yet. Into a copper hell. Using it as the quest name? Yeah. It's pretty spooky. Oh, I completely forgot. There's like no crystal here, Lamb. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We are here to ensure that its efforts are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the Hecaton Kyries? Oh god, every single time. I didn't think that Papa Shan would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. Copperbell Mines now accessible. And now we wait here for like 6 years. DPSQ. What? Oh, oh. Am I just murdering the giants in their home after someone pissed them off 300 years ago? Kinda, yeah. Really. Is it an option just to throw the Lawland sister down there and appease them? I wish, honestly. Throw them to their doom. Join Decadent Carnage, Excalibur's party. I guess so. Right. Oh, it's gonna be much easier to queue with a tank and play. Yeah, hell yeah. the goo boss works? I don't. That's all. wait. I like how all of the dungeon loot is basically the same, so I like have all of it already. Where's our tank? Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Oh god, I don't remember how to do the goo, actually. that. Wahoo. I'll pass on this. Look at all these mobs.
Slaves no more. Free, free.
Yeah, why are you beating these guys up again? Where did those come from? Fuck out of here. Following. Ah, yes, Gary Gygax. how there's like ads starting to exist, but we can just sort of DPS the boss down. Yeehaw. Leave duty. And then probably leave this party. Bye bye. There's a battle? Eh? Nani? Ah, the Conqueror of Copper Bell returns. Thanks to you, other mining operations can resume, and Ul'dah will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Shan the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. She is right behind me. She can see me with her own 2 eyeballs. No! He just stands there watching.
That's none of my business.
Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this, paid for it with my own coin. What rot? You refugees are the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm gonna say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. Oh, good. He's not a woman respecter. We can beat the shit out of him. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 is me witness. None of my business. Please, adventurer, help me. I beg of you. I swear on my mother's grave I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat my children to a decent meal. Alright. Stop your fist pumping. And who the hell's are you when you're at home? The dog's master? I've had enough of this mama's face. You lot, teach him a lesson. I like the epic sort of like transition, the Final Fantasy transition.
Should have stopped at the 7th ale.
Maybe. Duty complete. I've done my part for this society. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you, thrice over. Oh, Jesus. My brain. Oh, I'm brain blasting. I swear there are more refugees than when I last looked.
And you wouldn't be mistaken.
It's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now?
It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city.
I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is that the same thing? Is the same thing happening in the other cities?
If the talk is true, then yes, though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first.
My heart goes out to them. It truly does, but I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Hey, shut up. Shut the fuck up, youth.
Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help.
The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire patrolling the streets for riffraff?
It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope.
Oh, what will become of our city? You'll see it'll be fine.
Not all refugees are bad, mind you.
The refugees! All of them are good, probably.
Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Oh boy, I don't know what to say about this. Dodo tenderloins. Get your dodo tenderloins. Guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan.
Thank you for your custom, ma'am. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that Ul'dah was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity, and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Madam, are you alright?
Oh, Jesus, how long is it? It's raining now. What the fuck?
How long have I been out? What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What? Sorry, buy that meat, you say? It's absurd.
Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damned of a vulture.
Who said that? I will overlook this, but just this once. God's bless the adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. It don't bear thinking about.
Nod.
Oh god, how long was I out? And for the selfless hero, I see. It has been a while, adventure. I have been watching you closely ever since you flew out of Limzalo Minza. You discharge your duty as the Admiral's personal envoy with admirable humility and have displayed unfaltering courage in the face of danger ever since. Hi, Brendan. Whensoever you came upon those in need, you gave them succor with no thought of personal gain. In summary, you have demonstrated all of the qualities we seek in an adventurer. For reasons I cannot well explain, your every deed seems invariably to serve the general good, whether you mean it to or not. It is a happy knack, and one which speaks volumes for your character. Yet for all your admirable qualities, it is your gift which intrigues me most. I speak of the visions you experience. Visions like the one you had mere moments ago, if I am not mistaken. I can provide you with the means to understand them. An acquaintance of mine is blessed with the self-same talent, you see. If you so desire, I can introduce you to her. She and I fight for a common cause, a cause which would greatly benefit for your support. If you would agree to lend us your strength, we should be glad to do all within our power to aid you in your personal endeavors. Think on my offer a while. Should you decide to accept it, pray speak with Momodi. The proprietress of the Quicksand is a close friend and ally of ours. Sounds like a plan, Stan. Inform her that you have been chosen by the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and she will tell you where to find us. Cool. Shout out to this guy just named Fists Jackson. Scenes like that are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though, if you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, huh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Venture just, no thank you, leaves. Ah, Horizontal, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh-off-the-carriage adventure. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess you'd been hard at it with the giants in the dark. You're every the adventurer Mion said you'd be, Horizontal. The station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Hello. Thank you for spending the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name is Edda. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania I'm sorry, we were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Avir, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Woof. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see, an adventurer's adventure, and he swore that he would be like you one day. I believe that he would have succeeded had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day I have thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the woman you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I am inspired, just as Zavir once was. And so, I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask you your name. Horizontal Milk. I shan't forget. Thank you, Horizontal Milk. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Adventuring can be a cruel bleeding business. Time was, I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you a lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post. And I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Horizontal. Wah, wah, wah. What'd you say? You want to know about the scions at the Seventh Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest, then. Listen, Horizontal, the scions ain't no ordinary folk. The work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. What is your name, inspiring adventure? Ah, Horizontal Milk. That's me. Quest complete. So you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise. I swear if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on the other, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first. And the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being well done. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who have made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Horizontal. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay out in western Thanaland. The place you're looking for is called the Waken Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance and you'll be let in. You're a woman in demand, Horizontal, and the days ahead promise to be busy, but I hope you won't forget about them as help to make you into the adventure you are. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time, you hear? Right, well, I've said my piece, off you go. Eye potion. Yeah. Fuck. God damn it. Okay, sorry about that. The, western thing, this way. The lid to my picture popped off and splashed some tea everywhere. It's cold tea, it's not hot tea. The Waken Sands. Actually, wait, is there like a... There must be like a chocobo keep or something around here. Oh... No? Ugh. Ugh. What the? Ah, this sucks. I just got paralyzed out of the blue. Ugh. Fuck you. I have a tune to this anyway, right? Yeah. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Trollolololololololololololol. Oh, Jesus. Fuck. I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Wah, wah, wah. Oh, you're at the behest of Y'shtola. My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Wah, wah, wah. Horizontal milk. Horizontal milk. Oh, here you are. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you.
Enter the Waking Sands.
I take it you are Horizontal Milk. Tataru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. This is all worse. Just take the money.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for giving me voice acting, so I don't have to read this.
I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here.
Cheetah.
No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea. Nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness?
Yes. Now, why do you ask?
Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo. With that
She says it
established,
kind of menacingly.
let us return to the subject of the primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace.
Oops.
Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Whoa. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a member of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that you might otherwise be denied to you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainers registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of you. Now you know our purpose, and what we can offer you, I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray, keep it safe. Quest complete. Retainers. Yeah, they hold gear and stuff. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals, Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself. I don't either. Not what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Horizontal. Hello, Mads. I will go whither the wild rose blooms.
I take it you will help us.
And suddenly there's voice acting in. They choose the most random times.
Wonderful. I knew you wouldn't let us down. But tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popolimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Welcome.
Oh my.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team.
Thancred.
If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. I have been expecting you. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray
Last but
seek
not
him
least
out
is the
whenever
suspicious
you
guy
have
standing in the
questions.
corner.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
Urianger, what the fuck does that
Words of a
mean?
Dear friend, I'm glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Why does she sound like Lily Pichu?
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as
Pleased to
family.
make your acquaintance.
But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure.
Thancred.
Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, The evidence left behind implicates the Emulja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
Thancred.
Ready to begin. Thancred, Thancred, Thancred. Thancred, 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 Thancred. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna read any of his dialogue. Thancred, 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 Thancred. Thancred, 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 Thancred. Thancred, 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 Thancred. Thancred, 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 Thancred. Thancred. Speak with Thancred. That was interesting. There's like also I hate how many like things you have to interact with to get out of here. There's like lots of layers of rooms. Where the hell am I now? Oh. Well, in that case, for the moment, let's return to Linza Lominza and let's go do the next rogue class quest. But before I start that secret base of operations, yeah, you know, I know exactly what they were going for. It just is I think there's a reason why they eventually just move out of that place, you know. All right, I'm gonna take a little break so I can get some more tea going in my little pitcher. I will be back in a little bit. Okay. I am returned. How is it going? How's it going? I should put the little things in. I should put the tea inside the water, is what I meant to say with my mouth. Okay. Speaking of secret base of operations that you have to click to get into, welcome to the Rogues Guild. Woo! Yeah, baby. Okay. Oh there, Horizontal. You've got a rough job ahead of us, and that's a fact. Matters are tangled enough, what with the Mort snapping at our heels, but we still managed to grab that first trinket without too much fuss. Hey Eric, how's it going? I'm good today. I'm taking a caffeine detox day, so today is a low energy day for me. But I want to get some more Final Fantasy XIV done before the next time my subscription runs out, which is in 5 days. So I'm here, playing some Final Fantasy. Other than that, doing well. Inviting back them other 2 treasures, though, that'll be a different story. Once the Stray gets here, I'll explain what, and more to the point, who we're up against. Caffeine detoxes are rough. Yeah, it's not like a full detox, but I want to go at least 24 hours today, since I kind of know that I will need the caffeine later in the week, so, you know. Alright, we've got 2 bubbles left on the list, the Silver Sorrows and the Black Sarcophagus. Let's see where we're at. Oi, where's Perimugatu? Underfoot? He's still looking to whittle the tail behind that bleeding sarcophagus. We'll not be cloying that stickler until we've at least an inkling as to what the bloody thing looks like. Treasures aside, I've been doing some digging on my own into these executioner allies of the Grin and Curs, and I'm afraid the name weren't no coincidence. Horizontal, you've heard of the bloody executioners, I hope? Nope, not even a little bit. It seems them Curs was feeding from the farm Fambula, the nation's greatest pirate powers. This ain't no ordinary crew of cutthroats, lass. Within limbs of Lominza, the bloody executioners wield a power and influence second only to the Admiral herself. They was none too fond of Merlvib or her prohibition on piracy, and it was only the overwhelming threat posed by the Garlean Empire what eventually convinced them to play nice with the Thalassocracy. The pirates ain't ones to play nice for long. Now that Hilfir isn't around to helm the ship, the solidarity of the bloody executioners has begun to show cracks. All the strongest captains and lieutenants have begun to form their own factions and are scrabbling to claim the top share for themselves. Of course, not one bloody cove can agree with another on which way the executioners ought to sail. Among these new factions, though, is a group that's pushing to break free of the Admiral's grip completely. Turns out these reformists, as they call themselves, was one of the ones that took the Grin and Curs under their wing. Which means they've got possession of the last 2 treasures we've yet to cloy. Rumors around town say that even for the executioners, those coves are bloody and ruthless and not to be crossed. We should sit this one out, Jack. Piss on Milala's contest, it ain't worth this kind of grief. We'd be inviting the wrath of a crew so large and dangerous that even the Admiral ain't keen on us coming to blows with them, if they ever came after us. Large or small, it don't much matter. They broke the code when they hit that maelstrom tub. The Grin and Curs was a paying for the crime, but we'd be poor sodden excuses for rogues if we let the real culprits carry on unpunished. I mean to study this job to the end, and that means biting them back on treasures and handing out proper justice as to them as deserve it. But Jack, listen, with all the infighting going on at present, us stabbing a short blade into one faction's toe ain't like to bring the whole executioner crew down on our heads. Besides, them reformist buggers are so far split from the main mob that they've been avoiding the city altogether. Now it's about time we get to work, Horizontal. You have to track down our black market contact. I set him to looking into the Curs' new allies a while back, so he should have some answers for us right now. Oh god. Ugh. My nose is running. The veil was lifted by a southerly this morning. That'll put the old man and his haunt in lower Laodicea. Here, take this sack of blunt. Excuse me? Take this sack of blunt and pay a visit to the House of Sticks. Alright, I know a guy. I need you to take this bag of blunts to him. He'll tell you everything you want to know. That's kobold territory if you didn't know. The old man bribes them with ore and hires the biggest and meanest odds as bodyguards. Just be ready for your approach to be challenged. Quest accept. Fix me kombucha. Yeah, the amount of sodium in my body right now, I've consumed so much tea today, it's kind of silly. Sodium is so tasty though. I agree. I do agree. Do love me some good sodium. Papa John's D-tier pizza though. Yeah, it was like the only thing open is the problem. Also, to be fair, I did eat the last like couple slices for breakfast, so I'm in for suffering round 2. I mean, I probably did end up having more than you overall. Although, it's funny because in the morning, a lot of it was like missing. So I suspect someone else in the family had like tucked in. Like all of the remaining garlic knots were like gone too. You went back for another slice and a knot, yeah. Oh, I was like so tired after I ate that pizza because I was so hungry, and then I was like busy all day, and I had been up for like, I mean, I guess no, I feel like I woke up pretty early yesterday, and I was just like, I don't know, I was so tired. Yeah, the garlic nuts do be slapping. I love garlic nuts. I really like really I like them from anywhere. Like I like the garlic nuts from Domino's a lot too. There's just something about like garlic powder and salt and like barely Parmesan cheese that like really do be slapping. You did get out at the perfect time. I sense a hostile presence. Could it be all these kobolds that want my blood? You for Chipotle for like 2 months and then had to leave. Mostly manager stuff. Fair enough.
Welcome to the House of Styx, young rogue. You must excuse my hireling's enthusiasm for greeting visitors. Now, have you had any cumbersome baggage of which I might relieve you before we begin our conversation in earnest?
Here, have these blunts. Food service is rough, it's true.
It's the good shit. A heavy burden for one of your tender years to bear, but its weight has balanced the scales. The sum is paid and the deal is made. Let us speak of these reformists. The faction that so wronged the code now seeks to peddle one of its stolen treasures, the earrings better known as the Silver Sorrows. The deal, it is said, is set to take place at Costa del Sol. The buyer, a moneyed merchant from the golden sands of Ul'dah. These earrings will be out in the open, vulnerable. I would target the moment of transaction were I so inclined, as the gentleman up there by the cabin appears to be, for he purchased this self-same information. Though he attempts to disguise his identity, the stench of a soldier yet lingers. I know not where one such as he came to learn of my existence, but I suspect he works for a certain yellow-coated captain.
Oh. Hi, Evan. It's true, it do be exciting. Do be exciting out here.
Ah, brave she is, but foolish. Stumble blindly into the underworld, and your groping hands will not save you from the holes at your feet. Sudden shall be her fall.
Oh, right there. Very cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm playing through the rogue quest line. Because it's the class that I'm probably going to be leveling with, at least until I hit something, that catches my interest more. I mean, who's to say, really? Like, I don't actually know yet. Ninja's kind of cool. Yeah, that's what I've noticed. Ninja seems like a lot of fun. Welcome back, Horizontal. What information did the old man have on them reformists? Looking to unload them earrings, are they? Into an Ul'dah, no less. Can't say I'm surprised to hear the buyers from out of town. You won't find many Lamins willing to melt coin on aught them covers to sell. Only the daftest Assads would go about funding them as a means to pull down the Admiral. Very much the Naruto school of how ninjas work. Perfect. Huh? One of Malala's lackeys arrived at the house afore ya. How did they know to... Ah, them curs we captured must have cackled during the shrew's interrogations. We'll have to assume the Yellow Jackets know what we know. And that means we'd better get our arses to Costa del Sol right bleeding now. I'll handle this one, Jack. You and Horizontal can wait here for Perimu. Wait, Vakeb, what in the hell is she playing at? After her last, she knows this ain't a solo job.
Costa del Sol.
I am not attuned to this aetherite. So what's the closest one I'm attuned to? Oh, jeez. Like, it's like really far from like everything. Ugh. Ugh. Oh wait, can we get a boat ride there? Hold on. That would be so much easier. Ferry boat, take me home. Oh! No, it's out of service for repairs? Fuck! Wineport, Summerford, Swift Perch, Aleport. Okay, it's probably the more we drive ups then. Excuse me, you must be level 30 to use this boat. This boat is too powerful for you. Boat seller, I wish to ride your strongest boat. Yeah, the Complasticity is just... It's because... You know what? Here's my running theory. It's because Costa del Sol is like a, it's like a tropical vacation spot, so you're not allowed to go on vacation until you're level 30. That's my theory, at any rate. Alright, well this auto run goes, I'm gonna pour myself some more tea. Aha, just in time. You must be this much protagonist to ride. Yeah, pretty much. I feel like that's how all MMOs are. It's like you must be this level of protagonist to use the fast travel system. They have to have standards. I guess so. Personally, I think if a ferry skipper, if I want to go to an area that will kill me, I think the ferry skipper should let me. That's my hot take. It is my choice whether I plunge myself into mortal danger or not. Not being able to use a mount forever. Yeah, I don't know what it is with them MMOs. It's like they just really don't want you using mounts until you're like, acquainted with the world, I guess, is like the excuse. And like I get that, but also I can be acquainted through the world if I just run fast. Like they give you a sprint button. Oh, there's a chocobo keep here. Huh. I do like that they have chocobo keeps in places where there's not the crystals. It makes it feel like sometimes it's worth using them. You know, before you get a chocobo, and then it's whatever. A sprint mode with cooldown. Yeah. I get to move a little faster occasionally. See, at the very least, as a rogue, you get just a passive movement speed increase. I actually just move faster throughout the world. That's true. I mean, the porters are fun. I kind of like that they just, yeah. Also, you're completely right. Like the main story quest right now for me is level 17. I'm level 25. max out your main character level before you were to finish all the main quests. Yeah, it'd be like that. It's funny because there's like all these side quests, and then like if you just do the only the main quest, you'll still end up a higher level than you need to be. I told you to wait at the guild. I don't need. Well, it might be as I could use an extra mort in the shadows after all. Jack has his mindset on punishing the executioners, but me, I just want to skulk in, cloy them silver bits, and skulk out. I reckon that if I could manage that with no one the wiser, then they wouldn't know who to come after. Finish the job without drawing me daggers, you know? It ain't exactly true to the code, but the shield of underworld honor won't stop them bloody killers from cutting me mates' throats and setting the sisters a glimmer. The guild's the only place would offer to take in a pirate stray like me, and I'll not see it burn to the ground. The deal's about to start. Say the word when you're being bend to head in. Alright, here's what we know. The rich merchants what come over from Ul'dah have made the master Gegeruju call his owns Costa del Sol. Gegeruju. I don't know how to pronounce this name. Side quests don't really give XP, they mostly give money. Oh, that's fair. Gigaruju's taken his guards and dancing dells and pranced off down the beach someplace, giving over use of the entire resort to his friend. Seems she didn't want an audience for her bargain with the reformists, which, as it happens, works out well for us. We'll wait until they're busy haggling over price, then snatch their sorrows and hop the twig before they realize what's amiss. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan. There, the players have arrived. The reformist coin counter and the old on buyer set him on the southeast platform. The earrings ought to be nearby. Hang about. Where are all these other culls? This place was meant to be empty. I see some nasty looking blokes in Udon garb, and are those mammoths? Ugh, the merchants brought along a whole bloody entourage. I've gone and got ahead of myself. Should have realized the job would never be that easy. We'll have to mill a few of them bodyguards first, I reckon. You don't want to fight through a forest ablaze should you get caught about up on them narrow walkways. Jack, I thought I'd stow your excuses, love. I know full well what you're about. You start going soft on us though, and it'll be like losing one of my arms. I can't take on the bloody executioners all by myself. It's only because I've got rogues like you at Underfoot and Horizontal here that the guild can take the jobs it does. When our coves walk the shadows, it's the bleeding pirates what do the trembling. Remember that, Vikeb. We ain't some two-gill robbers what piss their breeches when their daddies are caught in the honeypot, with the knives in the dark mins, and no bastards wants to go blade to blade with the likes of us. I see you've not changed your mind then. You need all the stabbers you can get, and I promise mine will be there when you need them. Then, now let's carve a path to that platform and bite back them earrings. Vikeb, you hide yourself down by the docks in case the marks escape during the fighting. Wop, wop, wop. Horizontal, you and me'll split up and mill the guards as we go. It's them puppets that concern me most. I suggest you crash them little buggers before they can spring any rum fun. Creep in as close as you dare, then give them a good solid clap from behind. It ain't the most original strategy, but that don't make it any less lethal. Once you're done with the first group, slip back into the shadows and move on to the next. Not to it, eh? I'll head over to the back while you start in from the front. Let's wrap this up before them jackets blunder in and scare off our marks. Which is my hide button? Security mandate.
Hello.
This is a private meeting. Dispose of these rats at once. Duty complete. Rogues? No one mentioned aught about rogues. What in the hell do you think you're doing? I'm conducting a business transaction on behalf of the bloody executioners. Do you understand what that means? Do you know what they'll do to you? I am all frightened. Odd then that you're the one who's shaken. It don't matter much to me who you work for. Your boss broke the code and we're here to collect. Those would be the Silver Sorrows then. I'm sure you paid a caravan a coin for them shiny baubles, but I doubt they're worth your life. Let me out, let's have them then. Wait, damn you. You should know that this personage is an extremely influential member of the East Aldenard Trading Company. Surely you've heard of it. Why would you... Okay, what? Hold on. So you get caught doing an illegal trade, like an illegal like black market deal with pirates. Why would you then immediately go and like admit which company you're a part? That's the worst thing you could do. You see, you can't do anything to me. I'm a part of Amazon. Or it's like when Hobby Lobby got caught stealing like biblical artifacts from the Middle East. If the threat of reprisal will not stay your hand, then consider the political ramifications of interfering with a foreign dignitary. The Admiral would not desire you to damage limbs of relation with Ul'dah. Yes, exactly. I'm very highly placed in Ul'dan society. I have powerful friends who would not be pleased were you to mistreat me in any fashion. And you must understand, the Silver Sorrows are a historical treasure, a gift once bestowed upon Sultana Nanasha Ulnasha by her champion. The earrings were later stolen from the royal vault, and we'd lost hope of ever recovering them. That I might so easily purchase them thus is a miracle. The return on these trinkets will be, that is to say, the sorrow must be returned to Ul'dah. Can you not look the other way for the sake of my nation's pride? You must think me some dull-witted thug. If this deal was being made on behalf of your country, then why are you sneaking around about and consorting with pirates? An excellent point. One might doubt the quality of your character were you to continue with these feeble fabrications. Oh-ho? Oh, it's you. You need only entrust those earrings to me, should you truly wish to see them returned to Ul'dah, that is. After all, 'twas to fulfill that very purpose that Thalassocracy bid on the Sorrows in the first place. Bit late there, aren't you, Captain? I think you'll agree this round belongs to us. On the contrary, my dear scoundrel, I made the winning move the moment I knew we were dealing with a merchant of Ul'dah. I come bearing an official order of seizure authorized by the Admiral herself. You will not be harmed, but I must insist that you cooperate with this reclamation of unlawfully obtained goods. Though Costa del Sol is private property, it nevertheless lies within state-governed territory. Come along quietly, and we need not inconvenience Master Gagaraju any further. Oh. The suspects will be taken to Yellow Jacket custody, and do not concern yourself with the Silver Sorrows. They'll be quite safe with me. Bah, the hell's take that canary-colored harpy. We might as well have handed the thing to her on a velvet cushion. I'll go find Underfoot and help him with his digging. There's still that last treasure out there, and you can be sure the reformers won't be giving it up without a fight. Aye, you do that. Bend luck to your love. Ah, there you are. You left before advance had truly been decided, and I thought you deserved to know the score. The Uldan merchant has acquiesced to our request and surrendered the Silver Sorrows into our keeping. We've also apprehended the reformist accountant and will be holding him for further questioning. Oh, Bonin, an associate of the Bloody Executioners. You Yellow Jackets don't flinch from your duty, I'll give you that. And what's this I hear about you buying information, Captain? I thought you'd sooner die than associate with elements of the underworld. I will do what I must to stay ahead in this challenge, and that Marketeer's knowledge was vital to the case. 'Tis true I might find his practices distasteful, but he is no pirate. He's just a black market dealer of information. It's completely different. It is the fading era of piracy which I mean to consign to the history books. And that chapter will never be fully closed until every pirate-spawned relic, including you and your guild, becomes a thing of the past. Wasn't the government of this place built on piracy? Valiant and forthright, these are the words by which the Yellow Jackets live. It is the manner in which we protect Limsa Lominsa. I swore an oath on these graves of my sisters. No more shall the innocent suffer at the hands of these savage buccaneers, these unrepentant killers. And a grand oath it is. Me, I've got me fanbles full just keeping the code intact. But the code is kind of oath too, and when you get down to it, and since I've been sworn to uphold it, I've no intention of stepping aside and letting you trample all over me or me coves. In fact, you'd be better off giving in now before matters get proper serious. Just say you're sorry, admit defeat, and we'll leave it at that, eh? Your audacity knows no bounds. I am done wasting words. I shall reclaim that last treasure, and I will look on victorious as your guild is dismantled brick by brick. Ah, that's the spirit, Captain. Just don't forget to keep an eye on them earrings. City's crawling with rogues, you know. You can keep the sorrows in a bloody lockbox in the Coral Tower, but look away for a moment and one of me coves will bite them booties right back. Ah, come on, Horizontal. It's back to the sisters for us. To the Rogues Guild. Well, after all that hard work, the shrew made off with the spoils. And as far as our damn contest goes, I suppose that makes us even. It'll be the last treasure this black sarcophagus that decides the victor. Whether the reformists are doing to keep it bob, you can bet your grandmom's teeth there'll be some blade work needed before this job is done. Get yourself ready for a proper scrap, Horizontal. Ooh, let's see. A velveteen bandana. Bandana? Let's get the shirt. Oh my. Jack, why would you... Jack, why would you give me this? Hey, Jack? Hey, bud, I got a word. I want a word with you, please, sir. Things I do for statistical benefit. Why am I wearing a skirt? Wears a mini skirt into combat? Efficiency. Well, let's go to Ul'dah. So Camp Drybow. Okay. I get the picture. Oh, okay. Alright. We'll be heading out of Central Thanaland. I will say it's like a little bit weird to me that you can't travel some places with a chocobo porter until you like get the thing. But I guess it kind of makes sense in a different way. I don't know. I just can't wait till I get him out. Give me a chocobo. I swear to God, sometimes the mountains in this game are just a lot to take in. So go here and then go to the east. Got it. Oh, this is where you start the like Red Mage quest. Kind of wish just like as soon as you visited a town, you were able to just like use the chocobo porter and like not have had to speak to the porter. You know. Ooh. It's that weird shit going on in the distance. Hi, I'm Eisenberg. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are, at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, and the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light can't stay in darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You'll find them on the eastern road. If well willing, you may even come to learn something about the Amalja seek in this area. Sounds like a plan. Are you dealing with Thancred and orange juice? I have no idea. Maybe. I just finished the rogues quest. The level 25 rogue quest. So now I'm back on main story stuff. Ripe corpse. I do not like the way that is. I don't like that was the choice of words used. Yeet. It is good to see you return. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Yep, here's some corpses. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for the people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? Finally, a third move. Let's say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves. It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishing. 12 for a bit it be so. There is a merchant group by the name of Ungust, who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Speak to the man getting blasted at 3:10 p.m. Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Eisenberg. Folks around here as where as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and cooked some hard labor out of them, I did. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with the disappearances. You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Please, miss, just leave me be. I've nothing to say but this. Tal take who, or whatever's been feeding off us low folk. They don't seem very happy. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folks getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place ain't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah, I've been. Welcome back, Horizontal. Have you learned aught of import? Let's see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Angust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if you speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the church of Saint Adama Landama. Adama Landama. It is a small and humble church found in the northwest of here. And as long as you're headed there, might I ask you deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to get to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquez. He tends the graves of the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. All right. Cool. Oh, okay. I am Marquez? Yes. A body? Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, miss. If you seek a place of burial and there's an empty grave atop the ridge, take the path and lay him to rest there. Atop the ridge. Ah, I see. You're gonna make me go all the way around. It's too many bodies. Too many people dying. Wait. Hold on. This is the right way. Where the hell am I going? Ah. Oh. Follow the path for what? I don't understand what you mean. And it was very shadowy. Well, enjoy your eternal rest, bud. Whee! Wait, oh, fuck. I just dropped the corpse and I did not bury it. I literally just left the corpse. Oh my god. No comment. May they all walk in Tull's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orson can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Orson within the church walls. I hear you have done the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you next see him. You seek knowledge of missing Drybone inhabitants? It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Tal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marquez would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man named Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marquez and soon. Ooh, chocobo keep. Thank you, Horizontal. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? Thancred, Thancred, Thancred. Okay, I'll start reading the lines now. A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungust more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to his notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, and penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from the prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister Orson herself? Orson? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marquez. I'd swear to the 12 I'd seen that face somewhere before. Damn it, none of these clothes are better. Probably because this quest is level like 17. Sister Orson, it cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children, but no. It could not be she. Could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray, seek out the boy, Horizontal, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orson's activities. The Golden Bazaar. I think my tea is done steeping. Actually, probably done steeping a little while ago. I just only looked over now. It's fine. Barley tea can be a little dark. It's no problem. Chocobo. Alright, before we speak to this orphan, I'm gonna go put this in the fridge. One sec. Please help. Sister Orson went out all on her own and she hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Tal and the Order and the other side. I told her I'd lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. You got it, bud. Could it be she was dead all along? But who was both? You were the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Well, off she goes. Seek out the Undertaker. Release his immortal spirit. I am not taking on the Undertaker. Of course not at the SummerSlam. I would have to be a fool. Yahoo! Sister Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in the doing no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Thancred. I am well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Orson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Alright, Thancred. Let's get it. So this has combo potency from the rear. Does extra back damage. Does extra butt damage if you hit him in the butt. There's Thancred. There you are, Horizontal. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister Orson. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. While following Sister Orson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my attention. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Horizontal. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside the deadly Amalja encampment full of Amalja that want to eat you and kill your bones? Yes. Okay. Hey, wait a minute. Psych. See ya. A queer leaflet? Oh, it's... Pride Month is over. Ha. Ha ha. Although, to be honest, I'm probably like so over leveled that these guys wouldn't aggro on me anyway. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? Yeah, I found this leaflet about how to be a queer person. This leaflet, see the wealth of knowledge to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nald Tal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray, take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Orson makes of it. Okay. Is this the door? Hello? Ah, hello. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people? The plot thickens, Horizontal. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned. Alright. Posing as a priest, to think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you again, Horizontal. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. My eyes are open. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Horizontal and me serve, like with like, by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, as long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Horizontal, so as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us.
Quest accepted.
Well, alright then. Well, look at me, I'm a weathered shepherd now. Okay, tunic. Slops. Greetings, good madam. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhaps you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. Ah, yes, I love being talked down to as a member of the peasantry.
I preach the teachings of Azema, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azema is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days.
And you are? Ah, another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your life. Be gone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. So you can't trust cops.
I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings.
Now get out of here so I can finish my story. They look at my weathered shepherd's tunic and they say nothing of the knives at my side. What is it? Oh god, it's not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind up by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? You're not very nice. You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Horizontal. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Oops, I didn't read that last one. Just pretend he said thankred, 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 thankred. Come, comrade, we shall meet by the commune. They talk about other areas like they take weeks of travel. It's like 5 minutes. Yeah, pretty much. And there's a pond some amount away. Ow. What the? What? What is going on here? You look absolutely smashing! Horizontal, positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Uh-huh. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live, no way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Nald Tal, and I come to offer you suck. Or, this leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god-awful mummer, August. What the? How'd you know? You bastards tricked me! Oh, please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar. Raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amal Jah raids began. They would appear as sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. The defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew. So I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amal Jah in hopes of brokering a deal. In returns for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands. Outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amal Jah. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of the innocents? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak! What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not even see a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spam me with your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Not you again. Were you the one leaking the immortal flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear it. I may be an evil villain, but I didn't do that. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter, there'll be time enough to learn the truth. Oh, and I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. Horizontal, be a dear and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I'm gonna take care of this pathetic sad sack. I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still out there somewhere. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Oh, wow, 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 wow. You know what, actually, I think the worst part about this area is that I'm pretty sure you can't even ride a chocobo in this area, so you just have to walk every single time. Oh, you can? Okay, that's good at least. Also, hi, Trist. Oh wow, that person literally just rode a chocobo past me. So you can. They give you some Aetheryte tickets that let you fast travel here? What? How do I get that? That sounds dope. Wait, what? I do have some of those. Where did these come from? Oh god, maybe I should start reading what I get as a reward. Yeah, I literally have them. Oh my god. Well, alright then. Listen, I don't look at what rewards things give me. Alright, well, the more you know, I guess. You know what, just to remember, I'm gonna put that on my hotbar. Welcome back, Horizontal. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. You had no clue either until Mads told you? Yeah, like, what? As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amalja know the answer. I wonder if, like, was this a thing when I was playing last time? Is this new? Or did I like, not know about this then either? Because that would be embarrassing. Suffice to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypots, and he's a scholar of no small repute. Definitely there. It's relatively recent. Definitely the first time you played, but you have no thoughts. Yeah, the first time I ran through all of this stuff was like probably a year and some change ago, like a year and like 3 months or something. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. Came in when they trimmed the 2.x patch content. Oh, okay. Well, I definitely played before that then. Started playing after you watched me stream this once. Oh, I see. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in Central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. Alright. At least I think I played before they reduced the like original sort of base game content. Okay, let's see. Where is this? Central Thanalan. Who is Uplander come to 10th ring of Mutamix bubbly pots? Fighty tools drink in airy self. When full of airy self, fighty tools change to stony shine name of materia. If materia join with other fighty tool, then Big Eyes fighty tool gains power of airy self. Pshko. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings fighty tool to Mutamix, yes? There you go. Shko, fighty tool is unstrong as eating tool. Makes good teachy show of power of materia. The materia master. Now eyes of Uplander point at fighty tool, yes? Pishko. I don't know what this sound is supposed to be. Is it supposed to be his, like, mask? Psh. Materia join with fighty tool. Fighty tool gains power of materia. Fighty tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take fighty tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger that uses from from Summit as would have struggled to cut stake into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants a brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learny ones of Mutamix. Alright. Cool. Seems like the perfect time to use one of these Aetheryte tickets. Wow, so convenient. It's like a whole new game. Elite gamer strats. Welcome back, Horizontal. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. What a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Horizontal, so make it your ally. Now it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray, speak with me when you are ready to begin. I am ready to begin. I don't really need to open this box right now, do I? Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. As the Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Horizontal. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray, take yourself to Camp Drybone, and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Wait, fuck, not that one either. This one. The Flame Sergeant. Is he like upstairs? Where is this man's? Oh, wait. This? This one? Hi, Paul. Ah, Flame Sergeant. There we go. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this dude.
So you're horizontal milk of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The Lizardmen aren't aware that their man, Ungust, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make our way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalja plot if this mission succeeds. Horizontal, let us make sure it does.
That dude looks metal as fuck. Okay. Be Vantalis imps.
Is the bait in place?
I have a name. Our man is in position, sir.
Good. We will make our move as soon as the Amalja appear.
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of this?
Wait, something's amiss. Gasp.
He 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 he. Ha 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 ha. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here.
I eluded the immortal flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it?
'Twas almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside.
Why does this guy look like Reggie? He looks like Nintendo Reggie. Your every moment was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. Well, there you go. God, is there no end to them? And the show's only just beginning. Oh no, we are surrounded.
Put up your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man.
Behind you! Whoa, what the fuck? Bring her. The rest of you march.
Traitorous scum.
Bad ending, GG. Unlucky. I fear the Amalja means to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death with steel in hand. The Bowl of Embers, now accessible. Yada da 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 da. Dun. You're on bubble tea TikTok, but don't have enough time to get any for work. Yeah, it be like that. Ah, it's true. You do work next to a boba place. Offer them a trade for some. That would be very difficult with hot pot, you know? Here, I'm gonna give you a pot of boiling liquid. Can I please have a boba drink, please? Just like come over with a plate of raw meat. Like, hey, can I trade this? Oh, that's what you should do. You should go with a boba cup full of liquid. Yeah. Oh god. Where's the? How do I? Where's the duty finder? I'm gonna take a little breaky before I continue then. Hello, I've returned. It has suddenly become very warm outside. I mean, it said it was going to be warm outside. I just wasn't ready for it to get that warm for realsies, because it was just so overcast this morning. Anyway, let's put our proverbial hat into this lot again. Bowl of embers, yep. Do I want some friends for that? Maybe. Because otherwise I might just be stuck here for a very long time. Wait. Hold up. Don't also look for copper bell mines. God damn it. Down for some Dungos? Yeah, let's get some Dungos. Just let me know when you're here so I can cancel the duty finder, huh? Waiting on update F. Big F. I think I had an update too. It was not super long. Ooh. Don't mind me, by the way. I'm just ordering some USB-C cables real quick. You ready to gunbreak and or astrologian? I think we need tank. I believe. Break some guns, Maz. This person's name is Bozo Lord. Oh my god. What a good name. Okay. Friends list. Where is my... Oh. Do you ever, like, do something and, like, you get surprised, kind of, okay, I was gonna say, I need the party, and then you get surprised because, like, the inevitable consequence of the thing you just did occurred and you just, like, didn't think about it, really? Like, I ordered, a bunch of, USB-C cables on Amazon just now because it was on sale. And then I got my phone buzz and I was like, oh, what's that? And it's just, you know, like confirming that I bought things on Amazon. And I'm like, oh, oh that was not. Oh, I've never seen the bunny dancing before. That's kind of fun. So I did just skip the cutscene, so I have no idea. I don't remember how long it is. It is very funny to just sort of stare menacingly at her feet. Like, Ah, yes, the Dark Souls. I see, I see. We can do some funky shit here. This is some Vegeta-ass hair. A long cutscene. Maybe I should have watched the cutscene. Who knows? Oh, duty commenced. Oh, enjoy. Pray forgive my lateness. I was delayed by a congregation of Amalja zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. They kept asking me if I knew about our Lord and Savior Jesus. Amal Jesus. Persistent lot. Phew. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives. No less than I'd expect from the Flame General's handpicked men. Thancred does have gay vibes. Thancred has the vibes of those guys who are like, sheesh, but like unironically. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Horizontal. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I never would have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybone, shall we say. This way, sir. Womp womp. So that was the mighty Ifrit. Thancred is the fake lip bite emoji personified? Yeah. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Ul'dan interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Why did it take so long to read that Roman numeral? Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We only have ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Why does he look like this? Yet, I find that I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task that is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. He's James Marster circa Buffy. What about it? Oh god. He looks like he's gonna retire and then like grow one of those like handlebar mustaches. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. Beep 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 beep. Camp Drybone. There you are, Horizontal. Come rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. That may be whole of body. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. Once a man is tempered. But ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Horizontal. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the waking sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Learning that these tickets exist is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Now the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. My late arrival nearly cost Horizontal her life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took her prisoner, and I wasn't there when they served her to a frit. Yet, by some miracle, she survived, but that does not excuse the fact that she should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed her utterly. It's true, Thancred, you were absolutely worthless. Just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Ah, yeah. Horizontal, it is so good to see you again. Get out the way, Thancred. Alright, have fun taking out the trash. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear. And now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal, Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsalo, Minza, and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume aether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more aether they require. Now, aether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of aether, crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, the primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The Immortal Flame assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Horizontal. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who fell defeat, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Okay. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that all are to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. Yikes. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Horizontal. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Peace. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louis Swan never would have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Level 27! Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eosia. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Y'shtola that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, Horizontal. Or rather, you have guests. Aw. Beg pardons. Up. Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst.
I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsa Lominsa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks.
As you can see, Horizontal, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have a Fritz Bane for their own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Horizontal's deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flame should know of her triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Your reputation precedes you, Mistress Milk. I don't like being called Mistress Milk. That's... don't like that. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant women such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Mistress Milk. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A woman of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah.
The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend.
You could be a member of the clergy, Mother Milk. Don't like that.
As do many others in Limsa. Long before the rest of Eorzea took note, your name was well known to us, owing to your valorous deeds on behalf of our citizens. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Lominsa to the shores of glory. Lady Minfilia.
Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, perhaps a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on the matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving to the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various awards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the Grand Companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so. And yet, I concede that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. As part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers?
Yeah, a fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let Horizontal hear our leader speak, then return here with her decision. We eagerly await your answer.
I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Horizontal, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one woman in the midst of a Grand Company. However, you will be one woman amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement.
Of course, Minfilia talks so much.
Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know what we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be more afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location.
Why didn't you give this to me earlier?
Eorzea is changing, Horizontal, and you have the power to help shape it anew. Yada-da-da-da. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to the where and when the remembrance services are due to take place.
Oh my god, these cutscenes are like 4 years long.
Oh boy. Exciting. Okay, well, I think gonna wrap up there. I have some stuff and I'd like some time before that happens. I'll try to stream sometime again soon. I only have like 5 days left on my subscription, so I really do have to make the most of it. Because I might have to take a break after that because I don't have any money. But yeah, my voice is pretty tired right now, so I'm gonna hop off for the moment. Thanks for coming. And thanks for helping me with some Dungos. I'll see you next time. Evan, stop it! Stop it, Evan!